Josh Williams, shall we?
Yeah.
Shall we talk about that?
Yeah.
I love
We talk openly about that.
I mean, I love it when somebody just shows their ass like good old fashioned.
Dude, I think it's important to talk about who Josh Williams is and not just think of him like that, because Josh Williams is like a racer's racer.
For sure.
And he's a guy that's done it the hard way. He's a lot like you and I, right?
Yeah.
I like a story about Josh Williams last year. I ran that street stock out in North Wilkesboro, and we were having issues with it the first night.
Yeah.
And there was a long caution, and I pulled down pit road, and himself and two of his guys rebuilt the fuel cell on pit road. Like, took the top off, fixed the fuel pickup, put it all back together. We went back out and didn't even lose a lap. Like, he's the guy that's there. He rents out. He does legend cars, bandoleros, rents them out for the shootout. Like, he's a racer's racer, which is probably why the frustration got the best of him.
It also doesn't. So here's the scenario, right? It's like the rule is, and correct me if I'm wrong, Chuck, if you're on the DVP and then you go back out there, you make minimum speed, but a part of your car comes off and brings out a yellow, then you're automatically disqualified.
I would have to let me pull up the rule book, but that sounds
the gist of it. That's
correct.
Essentially what it is, right? When
I think
NASCAR
it's a judgment
made the
call as well.
Oh, is it?
I think it's
so
like you could.
It's really
be
a rule,
disqualified.
though. It's really a rule to where like they don't want a fender flying off in the grandstands. That's what the rule is. Like the intention of the rule is that bare bonds black. They probably had some guy didn't brake clean the nose off. Josh Williams riding around, meets minimum speed. Bare bond comes off his right front fender, brings out a yellow. NASCAR flips to the rule book. All right, he's DQ'd. But instead of pulling behind the wall like a normal person, my man parked it on the front stretch and then just popped his helmet off and like did like a mullet whip in the wind like this.
Through the deuces.
Chunked the deuces to the tower and then started walking. My favorite thing is the TV thought that like, oh, yeah, just picking him up and they're going to bring him to the routine, care center visit. They brought his ass right to the NASCAR hall.
Well, what wasn't cool was like I'm a big Josh Williams fan, but like, man, he was kind of a dick to the safety worker. I saw a video where he was kind of like mouthed off to him, and it's like,
my man's got the adrenaline pumping.
Yeah,
He's got his spotter.
I get you're a driver.
Bullshit on NASCAR.
Hey, I get you're a driver, man. Don't be a to safety workers. They're just there trying to help you. So be nice.
Sometimes you're not in the mood to be nice.
Yeah, well, be nice to safety workers. This is directed at you and any driver listening to this podcast. Have my back here.
Generally, when you see a safety worker, you're having a bad day.
Correct. But they didn't wreck you. All right. So be nice to them. They're there to help.
That's true.